Yeah, I didn't check this.
Check. Waving.
There, we are on. Hey,
that
what's going on
better.
there? Yes.
It sounds better. It sounded weird in the headphones before.
No, it would have sounded the same in the headphones, but I did not correctly get this going to the the thingy thing.
But luckily, we figured out the problem. Thank you to our listeners.
No, we
Thank
didn't.
you to
Yes.
to Joel and Tyler. Because is it still muted?
No. It's good to go now. In fact, you know what? Let's
He was
just.
saying deeper. There's more
I'm
problems.
gonna do this.
Got it.
Yeah. Well,
Okay.
pretend you guys heard the intro
So,
song.
Yeah.
There we go.
Yes. But so again, listeners, it is maybe the most amazing week that we've ever had as the Love Gurus podcast because co-host Jake and producer Amy had their baby.
Yes. Little Jake. He was born.
Little
Jakey.
Jake.
Yep.
And spoiler alert, he's very little.
He's so
very
little.
So
You get a cameo
He's what
shot.
doctors refer to as little as fuck. Oh, there he is.
Hey! He doesn't like it.
Baby's first podcast. Say hi to the listeners. Say hi.
He's not happy.
Oh, he doesn't like podcasts.
Oh.
He's like, fuck these dating questions, man.
Yeah.
Do
So
stand-up,
Bubble's
do
gonna
written and
burst by the
rehearsed
time I'm
material.
old enough.
again, so
Gotta be honest, not impressed. Not a good appearance.
yeah.
Give
Can't
him
really
close-
say
oh, shit.
anything.
Oh,
Yeah,
was
hang
that?
on.
Yeah. Sure.
Let's give him the
Hi.
close up here. There we go. Yeah, little
Hey,
baby.
buddy.
Not to be a proud mom, but I'm a proud mom.
That's right.
He's
That's
so
right.
His eyes are
cute. Look at
open.
his little face.
Yeah. Yeah. Look at
That's a
him.
myth.
Oh my God,
Yeah.
that's the first time I've seen his eyes open. He is ready to podcast.
That's right. He's ready to fucking do this. He's ready to take ridiculous dating questions from the wild animals on Reddit.
Are
He
you
was
gonna-
born to do that.
Can't wait.
That's right.
Can't wait for your daddy to tell some dick jokes.
That's right. That's right, little man. That's right. But we also want to take ridiculous dating questions from you, the listeners. So watch live every single Thursday at 8:30 p.m. Eastern. Unless I'm tired from having a baby or my wife having a baby, but me staying up and changing its diapers, and I don't do the audio right, and you guys can't hear anything for the first.
You
little bit.
delivered that baby ass section, right? That came out of
Goddamn
your
right,
ass.
dude. It's 2022. Men deliver babies now.
Out of their asses.
Out of their asses. And I did
You're a
that.
pioneer, Jim.
It's
The-
the most
the
progressive
asshole's sewn
goddamn
up for
thing
the
I've
next
done.
week, right?
That's right. That's right. But after that, it's business as usual. You know?
Do you want to change the view?
Yeah.
Just
Yeah, what
to
the fuck
make
am I doing? Yeah.
Sorry,
Yeah, we may not be hopping
I'm
back and
not-
forth on the
I,
view as quickly this week.
We need to have some maybe better sign language between the two of us. But we have a few comments from the listeners. I assume that they're all accolades to Jake's.
Yes.
To little Jake, baby Jake.
Tyler on YouTube says, "Welcome to your nightmare. The pineapple is in your house. Is in the house." Yes.
He's talking about me.
Oh, right, yeah.
Joel on
James
YouTube
as well.
said, "You're muted." Tyler said, "I thought it was just me with no sound." Joel says, "Much better." Tyler says, "You are good to go now." Joel on YouTube says, "I was reading Suzanne's lips. She doesn't want to know what I read." Tyler on YouTube says, "Wow, congrats." Joel says, "Welcome to the show, baby Joel. I mean Jake."
But that being said, we have been super rude in the sense that we haven't even introduced our guests
Oh,
yet.
shit. Let's introduce our two awesome guests. First up, they are both hilarious stand-up comics and returning guests. First up, hilarious stand-up comic, Mr. James Pontillo. Thank you for being on the show.
I was born 30 years ago.
He was born 30 years ago.
Much longer than this baby.
That's right. That's
I
right.
have more
Seen
experience
things.
than him.
And he's better at podcasting. He
Yeah.
knows how to talk and everything.
Oh, man. There's a big bottle of wine for the...
Oh, fuck.
I
yeah,
hope not
dude.
for the baby. Baby drinks a different bottle.
That's
I
right.
think that bottle
Yeah.
of wine weighs
James
more
breast
than
milk.
the baby.
Yeah.
Give the baby
but
wine.
My
yeah.
baby's wine has a little sippy cup on it, you know? You got to put a little nipple on it.
Are you doing formula feeding for the baby? No breastfeeding?
A little bit of both, you know? We make a little
Hybrid,
cocktail,
nice.
put it in a shaker, you know? Do a little shot in a beer, you know?
Yeah,
shot
there
in a
we
beer
go.
style. But our second guest, another hilarious stand-up comic, Mr. Paul Dagliolo. Thank you for being on the
Oh
show.
my God, he said it, so it must be true.
Yes,
This
absolutely.
is becoming my biggest body of work. The Love Gurus. And I'm not ashamed of it.
Yeah,
That's right. That's right.
and
What
again,
are your credits? I go, first time I was on.
we're always
Goddamn
very
right. What else?
we're
Second time
always
I was
very
on.
appreciative of our guests. But for those of you who watched last week, Paul was also there last week.
We're
so,
back-to-back Jacks.
Just
Shout out Aaron
back-to-back
Judge.
Jacks.
Show him the dog's
Yep,
dick
yep,
while
that's
we're,
right.
while we're here.
No, I'm not going to flash the
No,
camera. They might
it's-
see it.
yeah.
They might see it while
Oh,
he's
come
walking
on,
around
you.
there. No, if you want to see my dog's dick, go to his OnlyFans.
Hey.
Yeah, they call him Little Big Samson. That's you know. But
So-
this is my dog Samson, and for a 10-pound dog, he's got a massive cock. It's a frequent topic on this podcast.
It's
pound.
Again,
Per
for
pound,
a
it's
Chihuahua,
top 1%.
yeah, he's
Yeah.
the cutest yet the most bloodthirsty Chihuahua.
In
I have
human
met in
inches,
my
this thing
life.
is like a whole fucking yard and a half. It's pretty goddamn wild.
It would be alarming if he were on human Tinder for sure.
Yeah.
Now, I don't know if this is a personal question. Does the baby have a big dick too?
Dude, he's
Whoa!
He's hung like a fucking 4-year-old.
They
even
might
though
have to
he's only 3
compete.
days
The
old.
baby and the dog might have to
Yeah.
compete.
It's wild. The dog's ego is bruised.
Who's the real heir?
we have one rule on the Love Gurus podcast, and it's that we don't start the podcast until Suzanne is uncomfortable. Okay,
That's right.
so time to start the
Hey.
podcast.
Yeah. It's that time. Joel on YouTube says, by the time the show is over, Jake will have a nipple on the wine bottle for himself. Goddamn right.
Yeah.
And that's how we end the podcast.
Yeah.
Is when I'm too drunk to drink
I
off the
think
normal.
that also, why isn't that humans have evolved so that, you have a nipple that gives milk? Why haven't we developed one that takes in wine? You know what I
That's
mean?
true.
Like, and so you could just, you breastfeed yourself essentially with wine. Why didn't Jesus think of that? You know what I mean? Like,
my mom was such a lush. Her breast milk kind of tasted like Pinot Grigio.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it was pretty wild, dude.
She sounds
good
like a
for
real
teething.
slut.
Dude, she's out there, man. She's a real party hound. Real
Yeah.
piece, that woman.
so with that all in mind, I would say that if I were to pick a theme for this week, I mean, it's pretty random to be fair, but I would say it's cheating. It's cheating,
Yeah.
as it kind of like always is. But yeah, so that's the theme of the week is should you cheat or not?
Yes. With that, let's take our first question on the Love Gurus podcast. People, if you got questions to write them to loveguruspodcast@yahoo.com. Or even better, watch live every single Thursday at 8:30 p.m. Eastern on YouTube. Give us your questions. Give us your comments there in the chat. For now, we're going to take our first question from the wild animals on Reddit.
First question. My fiance confessed that she had a relationship with her deceased sister's husband. I'm 31 and I've been with my fiance for 2 years. She's 33. And she had a sister who passed away from cancer, leaving behind 2 young kids and a husband. At the time, my fiance was stepping up to take a huge part in caring for the kids and essentially to be their mom. Her sister's husband didn't date again for 3 years. As our wedding is approaching, I noticed that my fiance was acting strange, and so I tried pushing her and asked her to tell me what's wrong. She finally decided to tell me that after she heard about her sister's husband's recent engagement, she sat with me yesterday and began crying and said that she and her sister's husband kissed one night, and then they started having a relationship that lasted for 3 years.
Oh, Hunter Biden sex. This is awesome.
She said that no one knew, not even the kids, and they did it the best to keep it secret. She said that he'd come over to her house and that she would go to his to sleep together. I couldn't process this. I didn't want her to keep talking, but I froze and had nothing to say. She swore they ended it right after she met me, and the reason she told me was because she doesn't want to enter into the marriage with any secrets. She said it was just a confusing, emotionally charged period in her life, and she's moved on, and he's also moved on as he's engaged. But I don't know what to think of this. She's pleaded with me to not think about it any further. She again just wants to enter the marriage with no secrets. I feel confused and devastated. I don't want to judge her mental state at the time, but I don't want to pretend like it's all good and there's nothing that happened. What's your advice? So yeah, so to give a quick recap, this is very
There's a
Hunter
lot of
Biden.
stuff going on there.
It's so this guy is he's 31, his fiance is 33. They've been together for 2 years and they're engaged. They're about to get married, and she had a 3-year-long relationship with her dead sister's husband.
It's complicated. It's like a Game of Thrones episode. You kind of got to rewind and figure out who's
Well, no, they
who's
died
cousins
now.
with who. And
Yeah.
It's pretty wild.
I don't know. So anyway, so they had a relationship, but now the husband, the widower, he has moved on. He's engaged to someone else. She's obviously moved on. She's engaged to someone else. And she just was telling this to him as a, oh, by the way. Honestly, the only thing I have a problem with in this is that she didn't tell him sooner. And it's, this is something that, like, again, as you, like, enter into a relationship, you sort of go through, these are my exes, this is what happened. But the fact that she waits till they're engaged, and then she's like, oh, by the way, like my niece and nephew's father? Oh, I fucked him for 3 years. Like, that's the only...
Oh, they do have kids. I missed that. They have kids? Okay, so this guy's going to be around.
But the wife passed away.
The wife passed away. But, okay, so the fiance, it's his fiance's dead sister, not his dead sister, right? The person writing the question, his fiance... had a relationship with her brother-in-law. Okay.
After her own sister passed away.
Okay, thank you for people just tuning in. I haven't slept much due to a new kid, and just the whole I'm trying to draw a family tree in my head, and it's just
let's point out
the branches are falling off. It's fucking getting lit on fire like California in June. I have no fucking idea what's going on with this family tree right now.
Keep in mind, ESPN, they like have whiteboards. They write all over it because you dudes can't imagine what's going on with the football.
How cool would it be?
Oh, so you can't even so I'm just saying, don't judge us for not being able to remember the relationship.
I think Suzanne should get like a short gray wig and some chalk, and she's
I need a Terry Bradshaw like X's and O's to explain what's going on. So don't you judge us.
The horny sister charging in and fucking the husband.
I think it's hilarious.
Pass the offensive line.
I think it's hilarious that the sister's dead. That really makes me laugh.
Well,
he doesn't need a punchline about death. He's just.
I just like that people die.
The best formula for comedy for James is tragedy plus nothing else. Yeah.
At least he had the respect to be dead first. It's not like she cheated on him while she was alive. So,
but also, again, like, I feel like there are... The one thing that's odd about this situation is that... So, what is very, I think, prevalent is, let's say that, like, it's an older couple. They're in their, like, 70s, and the sister dies. For the sister-in-law to then have a relationship with the husband. Because, how many old dudes are single at that age? You know what I mean? But also, it's just, you've spent your whole life, you do have a relationship. So I think it's, it is kind of like, it's very common in 70s for a husband and like a sister-in-law to get together after the wife dies. Again, just you have
like I said, just have the respect to die first. There's a Devils Hall of Fame goalie, Martin Brodeur, did this while both women were alive.
Yes.
And they used to chant at the games, Uncle, Daddy, because the kids were all, they were, it was uncle and also stepdad. The same
hockey
kid.
fans are the fucking best.
Yeah, it's the best. So at least at least they had the respect to die first.
Your goalie fucked his sister-in-law, dude. Your team sucks. They're a bunch of sexual deviants.
So again, to me,
this game is worse than your goalie's Thanksgiving.
That's very good Jersey accent.
But again, to me, like the fact that she had a relationship with her brother-in-law, like that to me is not the issue. It's that she felt like she only had to confess it like after they were engaged. I mean, it's like
she shouldn't have said anything.
But she still,
this is when you either say right away or not at all. You were kind of in that fucking area.
Yeah, that's a graver.
I don't know. But I get what she's thinking of. Like, I want to enter into this marriage of like getting all of these skeletons out of the closet.
No, that's stupid. I don't want to
know.
Dude, I say leave the skeletons in the closet.
Who does it help?
I say bury
Why else do we have closets for?
Yes, exactly. Not even the closet. I say bury it in the subfloor of the closet like Gacy.
Okay,
That's what you
so
do.
This is
bury the fucking thing deep in the earth.
This is like a really nefarious thought, but the reason why I'm saying this is so she confesses, oh my gosh, I had this like relationship with my brother-in-law. It was so terrible. But it's just because I don't want to enter into the marriage with any secrets.
I'm the good guy here.
It's because she's definitely gonna have secrets in the marriage. Right. She is.
Hide the brothers.
She gonna be hiding stuff.
Yeah, I feel like
it's gonna be the secrets she hides in the marriage are gonna be way worse. But this is her Trojan horse of
Exactly.
Here we go. Oh, I'm not going to have any secrets in our marriage.
How am I going to get away with this?
I'm fucking the postman.
No matter what happens, though, the sister's dead.
Yeah.
Nothing's changing.
Someone's going to
that.
get her. Either a living
not
person that she's
forget.
wrong or an angry, vengeful ghost is going to fucking start moving pots and pans around. And then by the end of the movie,
That'll
it's just
show
throwing
them.
her at the wall. And yeah, I mean, it's like
Yeah.
one of those stupid ghost movies where they go, what's that? This thing that has all this power, it's like moving shit around, just
Yeah.
small little household items. But then by the end of the movie, it's just throwing them up against the wall. And you're like, you should have led with that, dude. You could have just fucking killed everybody right away. Like, what do you? This
Yeah.
fucking ghost needs a better manager, a better trainer.
I
something.
know. Like, when
the power is there. You know, the ingredients are there. We just
Yeah.
need to teach it to stick and move better. This ghost.
But also here's the other question I have, or the other thought I had about this question is that, you know, so when you have that, when you're in a relationship and you kind of go through, you know, these were my past relationships, et cetera, it's, you know, to me, it's the significance of the fact that it's someone so close to her,
Sure.
and she omitted that. You know, it's like,
Yeah.
I mean,
Yes,
do you think, you know, because
omit.
there's also an argument of like, listen, we're adults. Like, there's a line drawn in the sand from when we started dating. Who I had a relationship with before then doesn't matter. So it's, you know, you accept me or you don't. There's that argument. But again, like this, to me, it's the brother-in-law is too close to home. Like
Yeah.
he's probably been over to your house. I'm sure those
You're
kids
right.
have been over to your house.
And they do
Like,
have kids. It was going to
that's
come out
too
sooner or
much.
later, 100%.
Yeah.
If it was one of those things to where it's like, oh, yeah, it's a small town, so you might see him at a bar here or there. You might run into him at Walgreens.
He's like
this
the
is different.
lonely Roy. Like he gets all boozed up and then like drives his truck home, and the cop stops him and he's just
Yeah.
like, Roy, park your truck, I'll take you home. You
He's-
know, that
yeah,
kind of thing.
And there's like a sad country song from the 70s about fucking one of
Yeah.
your dead wife's friends, and you're like, this is such a specific
How do they tell the kids?
country song.
Do you think they tell the kids?
No, apparently the kids never knew.
They should just be like,
Never
"Look,
knew.
We have something to tell you. Your mom's still dead.
Yeah.
And that's
That's what you do is you blackmail them with the kids. You go, listen, I'll forgive you and I'll marry you, but here's the thing. I get a pass to fuck whoever I want, whenever I want. Otherwise, not only am I leaving you,
Who's gonna stop me?
I'm telling these kids what you
Yeah.
did. That's right.
Okay, so were you gonna say something, Paul?
No.
Okay.
I'm just laughing at y'all.
I just okay. So here's
I think the moral is don't die. That would be.
Yeah, dude, dying fucking sucks.
No, I
dumb is it?
I
Dying is
disagree
bullshit.
with you. I
Yeah.
think
Every
the
time I
moral
look
is
at a
die
casket,
because the
I'm like, what are
only
you
person
doing?
in this question that doesn't have to worry about anything is the dead sister. She's
Oh,
good.
yeah, dude.
She's dead. She's like I
Yeah.
don't have to worry about a thing.
She's like, I know how to pick him, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Look at what I
She's
learned.
all
she's
like,
Here's my
"Oh,
legacy.
She's all like TLC, don't chase them waterfalls. Fuck you, bitches.
Yeah.
Like
Uh-huh.
you're the ones that are poor now because you spent all your money. I'm dead. I'm
Yeah.
fine.
She's
Yeah.
staring down from her cloud going, I really fucking sold that stock at the right time, huh?
Yeah.
Fucking took
a good-
all the
Such a
stocks
good
and
music
wiped my
video,
ass with them
though.
before it crashed.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
great.
Before you give final advice, let me read. I'm way behind on comments. Joel on YouTube says, at least it wasn't her sister's deceased husband. That's true. I guess your necrophilia would be worse, I suppose.
Oh.
But then again, no way that guy's telling anybody. Not unless they're fucking around with Ouija boards, you know.
I think that's the theme to Hocus Pocus too. It's been on BuzzFeed.
He did what? Ouija it again. There's no way. No way he fucking did that.
Wait, that wow, congrats. Is that for the baby or for the girl?
Yeah.
I don't know which is which.
I think as podcast hosts, we can apply it as we
Yes.
see fit.
Hey.
Yeah, a little bit of both.
Maybe it's
Gotta be
it's
honest.
wow congrats. You got such great guests as
Yeah.
Paul Dagliolo
wow,
and James
congrats.
Pontillo. Yeah.
Wow, congrats. She died, and now
Yeah.
you have someone else to have.
You've got big throbbing funeral dick, you know?
Not every time
good
it's
job.
sad.
No, it's sad every time, but you got to ignore that. Push it down. You know what else
Amy
is
on
sad? James and I looking in the camera like two New York guineas, touching our shirts like we know, like we don't eat carbs. You know, we know we eat
I
carbs,
love carbs.
but we love the comments. So
This is a
keep them coming.
carb-friendly podcast.
Yeah.
Love carbs here.
It's October. What are you talking about? 6 packs are out.
I mean, we drink carbs the entire
Yeah.
fucking podcast.
I'm just
it's
saying,
great.
if you don't have a muffin top in October, I don't want to be your friend.
Yeah.
Okay?
You don't love yourself. You don't love yourself.
A pumpkin spice muffin top.
Yeah. If you don't have a pumpkin spice muffin top in October, I don't want to be your friend.
Oh, producer Amy on YouTube says, this girl needs to stop bragging. Tyler on YouTube says,
Oh, wow, sick burn.
no sleep plus wine makes for an interesting show. Absolutely. You goddamn right it does. You came to the right place. As long as I remember to turn the sound on, which didn't happen for about a minute and a half. So apologies again about that. Joel on YouTube says, at Amy, I don't think Suzanne is bragging. Joel on YouTube says, Sexual Deviance was the name of my team in Little League. I tried in latter life, but it wasn't a good name for a country band.
Yeah. So my final advice for this person is,
We're the Sexual Deviants, y'all. Buckle in.
I honestly think that everything that's happened is totally fine. It's totally kosher. She was confessing to this. My only concern for the person writing the question is, again, if she's putting up the biggest smoke screen by saying, I did this, and therefore that's sort of giving her carte blanche to get some real lies going on during the marriage.
Some fucking plea bargaining going on right here, yeah.
So
I think her sister should be less dead. I think that
I think just to have a conversation with her and say, listen, okay, that's fine, all good and that the rest, but you are not allowed to lie to me ever again.
Yeah, because that's how lying works. You're just like, all right, this time.
Yeah. So again, but based on that, I think it's
next time another sister dies, just don't do that.
Well, but also
no more going to funerals, Linda. I told you that's the last one. You get all fucking
or brothers.
But
you're all weepy and horny.
I mean,
how many?
How many siblings could she possibly have? How many sibling-in-laws could she possibly have?
It's not enough, apparently.
But that's what I'm saying. This merry-go-round has a finite number of triangles. Know what I'm saying?
Fuck that.
Finite.
She's hit all of them.
Finite, but I hope it's big. I hope it's like the Brady Bunch, but they all have cancer that runs in the family, and so she's just working her way through fiancés. You know what I mean? Just here's the story about a lady named Linda who had a very, very strange fetish.
Who kept hitting everyone's dicks.
That question was retarded. I'll just say it. No, I'm kidding. It was good.
That's all right. What's your final advice then, James?
I have a dead sister who's not as dead. That's it. I think that would solve a lot of this.
Fair enough. Yeah.
I think that's.
No, I think
that's
it's fine.
Advice.
I think it's okay. I wouldn't worry about
Paulie,
it.
You need to find a scientist. Paulie, I think there's a button on that mic.
Closer.
I think it went off.
Yeah, I was trying to reduce the feedback, so I turned it off. But I'll probably do better with it off. So. No, I think honestly the only chance you have is transparency. So actually, as the question went on, I was like, at first I was like, take it to the grave. Now I'm leaning towards, you know what, get it out there.
Yeah. So
that way you could just be mentally free and go for it. Like I said, like James has said so eloquently with the through lines, she's dead.
Dead.
So, you know,
it's her fucking fault.
She's not alive.
Yeah.
So at the end of the day, she's dead.
Also, the other thing that we haven't really addressed is that, you know, she said this. He couldn't really milk this if he wanted to. He seems like he's the better person, that he's not going to do that, but he could definitely milk that and be like,
he could.
Oh, you're mad I came home drunk at 4 a.m.? Maybe I didn't fuck my sister-in-law!
Is he deaf, this guy?
He is after
he sounded deaf. That sounded like a deaf accent.
I can't, Pinot Grigio.
You know, again, the artist in me can't stifle it. You know, with the character that comes out, I can't. I'm just an artist, James.
That's right. She summons these characters like spirits. You know what I mean? She's summoning the spirit of the angry. Where's Wisconsin? Go Packers! Like that's not Wisconsin.
Question for the chat: Sexual Deviants R&B group? What do we have? Or death
Sexual
metal?
Deviant?
That's
yeah.
Is that not what's that movie? I'm gonna get you, sucker. Is that not?
I'm gonna get you, sucker. Yeah, that was really
is
good.
That's not a band or?
No, I'm gonna get you, sucker. Is the
it's the pimp movie where he has like the goldfish. No?
Yeah, it's.
But I thought Sexual Deviants was part of that movie.
Oh, it might have been. Honestly, it's been so long since I've seen that movie. I don't remember.
I was definitely like 8 when I saw that movie.
Oh yeah, it's a way old movie. It's a good movie. You know,
yeah.
I remember liking
movie.
it. It's they made that before. before in Living Color, and like because they later made another one that was based. It was kind of the same thing, but it was a spoof of like '90s hood movies.
Right.
Yeah.
And this thing was a spoof of '80s hood movies.
You know what's great
Don't
about
Be a
it?
Menace? Is that what you're talking about?
Don't be a menace to South
while
Central
drinking
while
your
drinking
juice in the
juice in the hood. Yeah. Uh-huh.
With the weigh-ins.
I
brothers.
fucking love that movie.
That's
You know
a
what's
good
great
one.
about this podcast? We always stay on topic.
Yeah.
We
Yeah.
never get
It's-
sidetracked
it's-
by 90s Wayans Brothers
Yeah.
movies.
And if any of you
If you-
bastards
if
shut
we
off this
were-
podcast to go watch Don't Be a Menace, how dare you?
I would equate this podcast to Amelia Earhart's flight. Just
Yeah. Yeah.
right to the
Speaking of
right
dead
to
women.
the point.
We flew farther than any woman did before. But at the end of the day, we crashed the plane and some guy fucked our husband.
I'm just saying, if someone fucked Amelia Earhart's
Or some
sister,
lady
is
fucked
that
her husband. I don't
okay?
know, somebody did.
What's the grace period?
Okay, Jake.
I will come back to life and crash a plane into your fucking house, Becky. Ah!
Oh, Amelia Earhart, just send us good vibes, girl.
R.I.P.
Jake, final advice.
Final advice would be if you stay with her, and again, I'm kind of leaning toward what Suzanne was saying. I feel like this is one of those I'm going to admit to a misdemeanor to get out of 7 felonies kind of deals. It's a weird, and I don't like that she tried to like quote unquote take the high road of like, well, I just didn't want to enter the marriage. It's like, we put down a wedding deposit. Fuck you. Like, we've already entered into shit. Stop it.
Yeah.
Don't act like that's what this is. And so I don't trust her for one thing, but I say if you do stay with her, you could troll the husband. All right. She knows that you know, but he doesn't know that you know. And he's still kind of in the family. You offer to watch the kids. You go over there, you get access to the house, and then you come back later. You know what I mean? You maybe get some extra keys made. Maybe get some copies made at the hardware store. You sneak back in, and then you start taking like some of her old lipstick or something like that and writing on the mirror, I know what you did with my sister, Frank, And you make him think that the ghost of his wife is haunting him and is angry that he fucked his sister or whatever. Or her sister.
I think that's a great idea,
think
and
it
I think
sounded
that
right.
there
Fake
are
haunting.
very credible mediums that you could hire to sort of,
Revenge mediums.
propagate,
Revenge medium.
propagate
All right.
that, and then you could control him
Here's what we're
via the dead wife medium.
I got the perfect two people for this job. Long Island Psychic and Jesse Smollett. All right, that's who you're hiring. You're going to fake a ghost haunting. You're going to fake a revenge haunting. That's your move.
Oh, I hope that guy's not
The
like.
fan on.
Oh, yeah.
Are you hot?
A little hot. I
Yeah.
think it's this great
Well, you're-
conversation.
Oh, I thought
But
I
also-
had it
Guineas,
on.
they run hot.
Also, you're
low
sitting
there, hang
next
on.
to Paul Dagliolo. You know what I mean? Whoa, whoa.
Heat. Kid's a little overweight. Heat. That's me. Just giving
Long
off heat for my
Island
extra
Guineas.
pounds.
Okay.
My extra poundage.
But amazing. I think we answered that question.
Absolutely.
Let's move
That
on
is
to
good.
our
Good
next
request, James.
question.
Damn straight. Next question on the Love Gurus podcast. People, if you have a question, write it into loveguruspodcast@yahoo.com, or even better, listen live every single Thursday at 8:30 p.m. Eastern. We're going to take another one from the wild animals on Reddit.
She told me that she's been sleeping with a mannequin for years.
Hold on.
A man named Ken? No, a mannequin. Not a man named Ken. No, a mannequin.
A mannequin.
It's fucking way worse.
She
plastic
told me that
thing with
she's
no
been
giving?
sleeping with a mannequin for years.
Who?
Sleeping with? It's more like assault every time on the mannequin.
I've known her for a long time, as a long-distance relationship. We had a thing for a while, but we never met. A couple years ago, that all ended, and we were just friends, and it worked out pretty well. Fast forward to now, we've been really close, talking about what's going on in our lives, gossiping, venting, etc. I consider her one of my closest friends, and she probably considers me the same, but she also is very clear that she wants more. I've been very honest that I'm not looking for a relationship whatsoever, and she has seemed to be very understanding of that. Sometimes she'll say something that leaks through, but I know that she values our friendship just as much as I do. Neither of us want to ruin anything. To get to the point, she recently said something that made my ears perk up, and I became concerned. In a couple of messages, she mentioned a mannequin. I wasn't exactly sure how to respond to it, and I figured it was just a weird turn of phrase or something. It was not a turn of phrase, and I don't know what to do now. She sleeps with a mannequin. She mentioned waking up with her hand on her mannequin's junk as some sort of coping mechanism or relief of loneliness. She was in a relationship with
I
another
want to
guy
know
before.
more about this mannequin's junk. Continue.
And she said that
what's
she
the
just put the mannequin in the closet until the relationship was going bad, at what point she then
She's a closeted mannequin
openly
fetishist.
started sleeping with the mannequin in some sort of jealousy ploy. How do I help her?
How are you gonna compete with a mannequin?
Yeah.
Always
It's-
hard.
Yeah.
They're great listeners.
I mean,
So-
in that retrospect, I guess there is two types of women on this planet. Women that either would not sleep with a mannequin at all and would not get anything out of it, or women that really, really would. And
Okay.
for that small group, I mean, you being alive and walking around and making noises and sounds, it's just not going to fucking happen.
So there's a few things I want to point out with this question. One is that we are not punching down in the sense that, like, there's someone that, like, she clearly has, like, there's a mental something going on with her. So to be clear, we are not punching down.
You're not punching down.
Our
I'm punching down.
advice
I'm
is
punching down at this one.
to help this guy help her, because that's what his question is. His question isn't how do I fuck her? Like, he isn't interested in having a relationship with her. It's his question is, how do I broach the subject that that's not mentally healthy to have a mannequin
Is it
in
not?
your bed.
Is it not mentally healthy? Are we all in agreement
Well, again,
on that?
it's pretty not healthy.
Thank you for saying that, James. Because again, I'm not
Why? Women
clear.
use vibrators. What's the
Yeah,
difference?
but also, but I agree with you because I'm not
does the
clear
mannequin make a
why-
sound? Because that's a different kind of thing.
why
Sounds lazy to me.
body pillows. Why are body pillows such a big part of single female?
Who have
know,
you
like,
been talking to?
I'm just saying. Why are body pillows such
That's
like a
true.
popular item to give people?
That's true.
And yet we can't sleep with mannequins?
Yes.
Fuck
All right.
Yeah.
right
You're
off.
winning me over.
What's
You're winning me
correct?
over. Women would go on The View and the E! Network and talk about body pillows and vibrators and get cleaned all fucking day. But then they give one of those things a name, all right? They give one of them a name and a haircut. And now all of a sudden they're fucking deviants.
Yeah.
It ain't
True.
right.
Okay,
It ain't right.
true. So
Stop
true.
judging them.
I think it's fine.
Yeah, true story. So I do live with another person. And
Mannequin?
Not a mannequin. But
A man
when
named
we
Ken?
first started dating, I was like, oh, like, I love body pillows. They're amazing. He gave that to me as my Valentine's Day gift.
Yeah.
And literally 4 days ago, the body pillow was in the bed with me. I was snuggling it, and I thought it was him. I got up to go to the bathroom, and the light was on, and I was like, fucking Mike left the light
Where was
on,
Mike?
and I turned it off. He was still on the couch. He goes, why'd you just turn the light off on me?
Is he deaf too? Wow.
Everyone in my life is deaf, and you need to get on board. I'm fine with it.
It's the early part of her life was like that Jodie Foster movie, Nell. She had to learn to talk slowly so that she could do the podcast.
Oh, I love the dad in that movie.
It was
He's
fucking
so
great, right?
He's
yeah,
so great.
Yeah, Nell, very underrated movie.
So I'm just saying.
NELL?
I think so. Yeah,
Oh, yeah, no, Nell was terrible. But I'm
Wait,
just
no,
saying.
I liked it.
Wait, we're talking about Contact or Nell?
We're talking about Nell.
Oh, I was thinking
There's
Contact.
some big Nell energy.
Oh, yeah.
I was
yeah,
thinking
fucking
Contact.
sucked.
I was thinking the dad in Contact.
How dare you?
Okay. Anyway, but that being said, I'm just saying that body pillows are a huge thing. So you can't tell me that we're okay with sending Bed Bath & Beyond into bankruptcy court, because, they're not selling enough body pillows yet. Oh,
Step up your mannequin game, Bed Bath & Beyond.
Fuck you guys. I don't know.
All I gotta say is,
Big dick mannequins. That's the move. That's
big
what's
dick
in the
mannequins is next. I give this woman
Beyond
credit.
with a capital B these days.
I give this woman credit because it's like, wanting a classic car. Because you've seen the sex robot technology.
Yeah.
She's sticking with the mannequin. I mean, no
Like that.
movement,
She's old
no
school.
vibration, no
Uh-huh.
program talking. I mean, she's old school. I
Yeah.
give her, I give her credit.
Yeah, she's
I
the
think
Dodge
it's totally-
Mustang of fetish people.
I think it's fine.
But
Why-
also-
why are
yeah.
we judging?
Totally fine. There's no
But also,
judgment.
here's my other opinion about it is that, so as far as bed goes, there's a twin bed, and then the next size is a full, then it's a queen. A full is fine, but to me, the perfect size is a queen.
Death
Even
was.
if you're single, because then you can put like a body pillow or a mannequin, so you can spread out and you can like spread, your you can stretch out if you want to.
That's the whole selling point of the queen.
But if you come home,
That's why I didn't buy a queen when I was single.
You worked hard for your money. You have a great job, and then you come home to a twin bed because no one else is sleeping in it. That's sad. You deserve more. You deserve more.
See, me, I didn't deserve more. I had no body pillows when I was single. It was just me and a bit of lotion. That's it.
Hey, that's all you need.
We could fit on the twin, me and my lotion. I called my lotion bottle Cynthia.
Yeah, but that's why you weren't happy, and that's why you met Amy.
Actually,
are you not happy? Is that confirmed?
I mean, that's actually pretty stoked, dude. I didn't want to say it out loud on a podcast you may or may not be watching, but it's pretty cool.
She's in the other room.
There's no stress.
My Cynthia treated me good, you know? It's pretty cool.
You should just go on and on and be like, yeah, life was way better without a wife and baby.
I am going out for cigarettes right after this fucking podcast, dude.
So, okay, are we behind them?
Yes, we very much are. Producer Amy, who is still apparently watching, she says, first Joel says, maybe a new metal band, but they haven't even, but they have to have songs about females that buy bulk peanut butter and own large dogs. That was the, what was the band name we were talking about before? It was, I don't remember now, but, it's, again, my brain's melting. Amy on YouTube says, please, after Hunter Biden, this is completely acceptable. Absolutely, man.
Yeah, come on.
And I think this may have been the last question. But, Christine on YouTube says, missed the baby, but Joel shared a pic. Welcome, Christine. I'm glad you liked the baby.
Hi, Christine.
Tyler on YouTube says, if you stay in the relationship, tell her this becomes a polyamorous relationship and you got another woman. There you go. Joel on YouTube says, is the mannequin a widower by chance? Christine on YouTube says, so is Mannequin considered a hard body?
So just quickly, our guest Paul is just going to go back to the back to make sure that baby Jake is okay.
Yeah. I'm gonna go check on the baby.
Yeah. So
and
he's
by
gonna
that,
go
he
check on
means
the baby.
he's gonna take a piss.
Wine sponsors this podcast.
Yes.
Blame me not.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah, but definitely let him
weak.
pass through. Yeah.
Christine on YouTube says bad bath and bankruptcy.
Nice.
Christine on YouTube says, Team Queen here, and I've been married 28 years. She says full is a marriage killer. Oh.
What is?
Full. I mean, me and my wife have a full, but it's a New York apartment, so it's basically, that's a king by comparison.
Yeah. As far as the bed size, oh my God,
Yeah.
I'm not kidding. I
had a body pillow when I was pregnant. What a stupid bitch.
Apparently, like that helps to like alleviate like the pressure from the baby. But I like so in my my partner, like in his childhood bed, which we sleep in when we visit the in-laws, it's a full. And every night, he's always like, oh, babe, why do you drink so much when we go to see my parents? I'm like, it's so I pass out first, and I command the bed, and then you get to just get whatever bits you get. Like, I'm not going to be, like, considerate.
That's the move, though.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. It's a doggy talk. I am Russell Crowe in this situation. I'm Gladiator in this situation.
Yeah.
I'm going to take this sword and I'm going to throw it into your skull. Because I'm sleeping well that night. And he always wakes up in the morning. He's like, oh, you slept in the middle of the bed. And I'm like, yeah, bitch. Like, I don't give a shit. Like, I get very alpha in that full bed situation.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
She's going fucking wild, dude. She even brings
I 100% don't
She
care.
brings a body pillow and everything. She doesn't give a fuck.
They do have a body pillow. And so I take the body pillow and I take a...
What is a body pillow?
It's like a long,
big pillow.
stupid pillow that
Like,
women like.
That's it?
Yeah.
It's just a big. It could be like different sizes, but like it's you know, like the circular pillows.
Yes.
Like it can be that, but it could be like really big. You know, it could be like literally like the one we have. I have one. It's like 5 feet big.
But they sell them next to candles, so the things cost like hundreds of dollars. When
Really?
They really should be like $20. Yeah, it's
mine's
ridiculous.
Mine's kept away demons for years.
Yeah.
I know. How
they
could you
said
tell?
they give them crazy horoscopes. This is specially made for Virgos and Libras, and they shell money to it. It's ridiculous. Producer Amy on YouTube says, listen, Jake said I didn't need my body pillow since I wasn't pregnant anymore, but I protested.
Amy,
she did.
Amy, why don't you go take a hike?
Tyler on YouTube says, welcome, Christine. Amy says, the pillow stays. Christine on YouTube. This is the one James read. No, I'm just reading the names because if you're listening on Apple or SoundCloud, Spotify, any of that good stuff, you can't really see them, and it's kind of like I got to read the names.
Also, we're bragging. We're bragging.
Christine says, "Hey, comfortable, not stupid."
Whatever.
Joel on YouTube says, "Sounds like you have experience with this, Tyler." Tyler on YouTube says, "I hate body pillows, but my girlfriend refuses to get rid of hers." It's a
Sounds
woman
like the
thing.
pillow's
I guess.
producing more than you, sir.
Yeah. Christine says it keeps your body in alignment when you are baking a human. Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
You're baking a human.
Yeah, it takes the pressure
all
off of
been
the
there.
baby and like your
Little
back,
Dahmer
I
reference.
guess.
Yes.
Yeah. So.
Tyler says, I wish Joel. Yeah, no, that's true. I do remember that Amy said like it helps with the legs because like the hips are kind of like moving out of place a lot because they're getting ready to push a kid through, and so that kind of if you clamp that thing, it kind of helps your hips.
I just
feel
saw
normal.
Suzanne cringe. She goes, "Ugh." I just felt my hips move.
Well, it's only
Tough
because
legs.
I am so empathetic for my friend who just had a baby. That's the only reason.
No, but scientifically, it was just fun to watch you picture it in your own body.
You know what? Here's what's great about 2022 is that I can just entrust my friends to have great children, and I'm going to be an amazing aunt. And
You could be the best Auntie Suze I've ever
yeah,
seen.
that's what
And
I'm saying.
Suzanne's killing it.
I don't need to, you know.
Actually, no, that's not true. Aunt Suzanne's a terrible aunt. She still won't hold the fucking baby. She's like, he's
No.
too little.
Whoa!
Hashtag I'm with her.
Whoa!
I'm a 6-month
Whoa.
guy myself.
Also, hashtag I've had 18 hours. Okay, this is not. Oh, I've had 78 opportunities. Also, hashtag Suzanne doesn't want to murder baby Jake with holding it.
Baby Jake is tough. He's gonna grow up to be a boxer. or
Okay.
something.
Yes.
Well, so listeners, definitely keep a watch of the YouTube channel. We will upload a small video of me holding small baby Jake, and I'm gonna be shitting my pants.
Yes, and
Small
possibly.
babies are so fragile.
Wait, at the same
Possibly.
time?
Yeah.
Shitting your pants while holding the baby?
I can't promise
Dude,
so-
my baby has an effect on
It's
people.
such solidarity
It's
with
weird.
the baby.
So
Yeah,
again,
yeah.
listeners,
Sounds like
definitely
an Olympic sport.
check back for the video of me holding small baby Jake because I'm gonna be very scared.
It's gonna be great, but I'm trying to raise the kid tough. I want him to get dropped a couple times by Suzanne in the first week because it's sort of.
You just
it
want
makes him-
someone else to be liable instead of you.
I mean, I didn't say that out loud. That's you. That's you. You're just projecting on me and guessing. No, I want him to be tough. But yeah, there might be a little bit of that first part. There might be some truth.
It's just a shame that Roy Cohn's dead because otherwise I would have already hired him as my lawyer. She didn't drop that baby. She's totally innocent. Is that his accent? He's got like a Queen's accent.
I think he's deaf too. I think
Deaf
he-
again.
But yeah, sorry, go ahead. Were you coming?
Joel says not judging you, and then in parentheses, secretly judging you.
You see, you can't have both back to back.
Boo. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So final advice for the mannequin.
Just go lick the mannequin's asshole. I don't care. Just-
It's fine.
I think it's fine. If it was a racist mannequin, that would be different.
Yeah, it's
Here's-
constantly stuck with its right arm up, giving. It only,
The mannequin has like a Hail Hitler.
yeah, it's only stuck with its right arm.
Now that's a problem.
Yeah.
It's a racist mannequin.
It's a
fuck
mannequin
that
that only
mannequin.
can wear Dolce & Gabbana.
Yeah. Okay, also, I think here's my final advice. What we really aren't addressing is that this is an online relationship, which I am not.
Oh, dude, that's like one step above a mannequin, you fucking
Yeah,
hypocrite.
well,
I missed
I'm
that
not
part.
At least the
Jesus
mannequin's in
Christ.
person.
I'm not devaluing. I'm not devaluing. I'm saying, okay, I appreciate that you have a genuine relationship with someone online who sleeps with a mannequin. But again, let's just keep this all into perspective that you are literally one wireless router away from this whole connection. So bless you for being concerned about it. But your question is, how do I deal with this? It is, one, are you happy with the mannequin? Would you equate it to a body pillow, or is that your coping mechanism for something else? One question, one email, and then that's it, and then you move on.
Yeah, this is fucking crazy, man. I mean, this is like You're in an online relationship. I mean, this is again. That's one step
The mannequin
above
is
a mannequin.
mannequin's in person.
Dude, yeah. For all I know, you're being
The
catfished.
mannequin doesn't use the internet.
Yeah.
You think the mannequin asked a question on Reddit? Like the girl I'm seeing
The
is online dating
mannequin
you.
doesn't even have a MySpace account.
Yeah,
Like,
I
it
bet this
never
lady-
even got.
Yeah, she was like, I've had too many boyfriends that has stupid questions on Reddit. I'm gonna fuck this plastic thing instead. It never does that.
Never asked a stupid question on
Dude,
Reddit.
You're on Reddit. For all you know, you're being catfished by a Russian mannequin. You know, like this could be a total bot situation.
Look, I
Yeah.
think she's a stupid piece of shit. And, that's all I have to say about that. I think the mannequin's the smart one in this situation.
The mannequin figured
Well,
out a deal. He
it's-
doesn't have to talk or nothing.
The
He just
only
gets
one,
his junk grabbed.
the
That's
only one
awesome.
making it out of this situation intact. Am I right?
Yeah.
Up top.
Oh, fuck yeah.
Polly, final advice.
Final advice, twofold. One, for the voiceless, for the mannequins who are voiceless, I just say as long as it's consensual, it's okay. Because they're just kind of dead and lying there. Can we not forget about that?
I'm
And
just
two,
saying, like, this is definitely like another platform that Kamala could
Yes.
campaign for.
Yeah,
She's-
she
this
could
is
just-
really the
Yeah, North Korea
the,
mannequins.
The mannequins. She's losing a lot of people, but she hasn't reached out to the voiceless.
No, she's great. She just has to learn how to talk in public. But other than
Oh,
that,
God, I
she's
love
okay.
her so much.
But
She
why,
does
though?
no favors to herself. Okay,
I know, that's the problem.
Second,
You want to
okay.
root for her, but
Sorry,
then
You know,
she starts
second-
talking.
the second advice is, I think it's. I agree with James. It's okay, but I did just watch the Dahmer documentary. As long as, because he did that. He
Wait,
broke
the
into stories.
biopic or the
As long as it doesn't lead to serial
I don't think that
killing,
was the
I'm
bad.
in.
I don't think that was the worst thing he did.
Yeah. Well,
But as long as it doesn't lead to the other things that he did, I think it's okay.
That's true.
there were
Yeah.
there
Tis
were
all. As
there
long
were
as it's not a
other
gateway drug.
comments, yeah, that were like, "Hey, by the way, Dahmer did this," and to be clear, the person running the question genuinely had no idea that was a thing for Dahmer. So
Did
just,
He
sleep
went too
with
far.
mannequins? Is that-
Mannequins
did he
all
do that?
good.
At
Yeah.
first.
At
Wow.
first, he graduated, but he also dissected roadkill. So
Okay.
as long as he doesn't dissect the mannequin,
Yeah.
I think just keep it civil, rub and rub. You know, we're all dead, just like the other girl's
Yeah.
sister.
Yeah,
We're all good.
Start fucking checking her freezer for animal parts and her closet for those fucking crazy Daniel Boone hats. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
You don't. If you find any shit like that, then that's no good.
that
It's
sounds like bad advice.
it's good advice, dude. You don't want to get a Dahmer. Don't get yourself Dahmered, buddy.
Okay, Jake, final advice.
My final
Or was
advice.
that?
Well, I think it's no, I got more advice, but I have more comments.
Yeah.
Christian on YouTube says, "How is the mannequin comfortable to sleep with? How is the mannequin comfortable to sleep?
Girl, I
to
honestly
/ with?
thought that exact same
Get a
thing.
real doll or a body pillow. Yeah, that sounds
Like,
very
I was thinking of
uncomfortable.
this
Yeah.
mannequin, like, so
Technology.
Yeah.
awkwardly in the bed of, like, how do you, like, position, like, that's just, like, cruel.
Like, unless it's
just
from the
cruel.
movie Mannequin, she says. I don't know if I've seen the movie
Oh, my
Mannequin.
God.
What is the movie
Get a
Mannequin?
Oh, my
Dog and
God,
a
what?
dolphin.
What? Kim Cattrall? Okay.
I don't think I've seen it. I don't think I've seen
So,
it.
just
Is
to
Kim
give you-
Cattrall the mannequin?
Yes, she is. So, there's actually a Mannequin and Mannequin 2. I'm with you.
Nice.
But it's
So-
a different mannequin for the reboot movie.
Yeah.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
so Kim Cattrall was the original
And
mannequin.
racists are online are mad that the mannequin's
And
black
the
now.
premise of the movie is that it's a mannequin, that it's like a guy makes it come to life. Get it? Because guys, you know,
No, but go on.
guys like to fuck perfect things. What?
yeah.
I know.
And she's the mannequin?
What a perfect 80s movie.
Well, some guys
Kim
like to
Cattrall.
fuck. Me, I like a drunk 4, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
A drunk
So-
4 kind of fella.
I like
So-
to fuck women who express themselves and their opinions.
I mean, again, like, what an 80s movie.
Yeah, but I like them so drunk that their opinions come out like la, 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 like that.
So it's, again, what an 80s movie.
that's called
it's a
sexual
mannequin.
Nah,
This
man.
perfect thing.
Not
a
if they
guy-
got me that drunk too. That's different.
Yeah. So again, it's this mannequin. It's a perfect thing. It comes to life, and then a man falls in love with it. I mean, what a classic 80s story.
Sounds
Then
like a great
then
story.
They did Mannequin 2. So Kim Cattrall was in Mannequin 1. Mannequin 2, I can't remember who was in it. I think it was very much like more B. But she does eat a burrito, and she eats like the paper
mannequin
around
does,
a
yeah.
burrito, and she's like, I just love the world, blah, 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 blah. And he's like, awesome, because she's fucking smoking hot.
Right.
Anyway.
And besides, on a side note, what would I
There's
do?
no-
Would I make Kim Cattrall sleep with me dead sober? That's the real fucking crime. You know what I mean? That's harsh.
Yeah, it's but to be fair, actually, I really like Mannequin too as a child.
I haven't. Now I got to watch these movies. I haven't seen these movies. Oh, Christine on YouTube says my dad's cousin's husband worked with Dahmer at Ambrosia Chocolate in Milwaukee.
Wow!
Nice.
That's the coolest.
Yeah, dude, 2 degrees away from Dahmer. Christine says serial cannibal killer making chocolate. But that's the thing. Women love serial killer docs and chocolate. It's all related. He knew his demo.
I got the chill.
He knew about chocolate and still ate humans.
But that was before he blew up. He had to he had to work a regular job.
Oh my god, I'm not.
I can't wait until this serial killer thing takes off. I fucking hate having a day job.
This chocolate's getting old. I need a hamstring.
That's embarrassing.
And then they ask him, they're like,
My
Jeffrey,
shirt's inside.
you work at a chocolate factory. Is it good chocolate? Yeah, that's what you're
You
into.
knew about chocolate.
I
Yes,
gotta
if
switch this.
that's
knew
what
about
you like,
chocolate.
you know.
Yeah.
Christine on YouTube. Joel on YouTube says Christine wins
James
chat
Gunn.
tonight. Yeah, Christine fucking rocks, man. Come every Thursday.
Love it. Yeah. I mean, that's like such, honestly, like, but again, like that story is just how serial killers are just kind of around you. So
Yeah.
but here, and here's the other thing is like, when you're interviewing with a company and they're like, how do you deal with a difficult personality?
Sure.
They always ask that question, and it's like, well, to be fair, sometimes people that I'm working with are fucking serial killers, and I am gonna tell the police about that.
Or if they interviewed Dahmer, they're like, how do you handle somebody's difficult? They'll be like, well, first I try to empathize, get on their level, and if not, maybe make them a pate. I don't know. It remains to be seen.
Listen, I'm not into human flesh. I'd rather murder ducks, not humans. I don't know if I'm better than you, but
Oh yeah, I wonder if there was ever any like medieval like dukes or lords that were serial killers that like I'm gonna make like I'm gonna be a cannibal, but I want to make like foie gras. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like
yeah,
I'm
yeah.
gonna get some fat fella
Yeah.
and
Oh.
just feed him Lucky Charms while he's strapped to a bed for like 2
One-
months, and then his liver's gonna be delicious, and I'm gonna put it on top of a fat fella steak once it's real marble.
I'm not. Like, you cannot tell me that there was, like, horrible accounts. You cannot tell me that there weren't horrible accounts of cannibalism.
Yeah.
But also, like, people just didn't, like, fucking know how to write back then. 100% that had to have happened.
Bring me my intern. No, not on foot, on a plate. Ah.
But is death by chocolate pancakes the worst? Just sugar over.
This is not, in my humble opinion, on a
He
funny
died
subject,
doing what he
but we
loved.
definitely need to tweet this to Anderson Cooper. Like, he needs to know about this, and he needs to
Come on,
explore
Coop.
it.
Tweet this.
Absolutely.
Fuck's
Absolutely.
sake. Oh, wow.
Like and share,
I'm
Cooper.
gonna have-
Like and share.
I'm going to have, like, really
We know your
bad
CIA
nightmares
ties.
about
Sorry,
that.
wrong podcast.
Oh, I feel
And then,
sad.
and then that Duke, that
We know your
cannibal
CIA ties. We're on to you, Cooper.
Duke. We know what you're doing. We know what you're
It's
doing.
like if Anderson Cooper and who's Mia Farrow's kid, the other journalist, Ronan.
Ronan
If
Farrow.
if Anderson Cooper and Ronan Farrow were a couple, which is obviously very possible because they're like same
We all wanted to see it.
age-ish. But I'm just saying, if they had a couple, they would fucking take over the world. Like, mark
Yeah.
my words.
Yeah.
But it's just a shame. I think that Ronan's in, like, another relationship with someone, but I'm just saying, like, if Anderson Cooper and Ronan Farrow got together.
I think
like,
so. Yeah.
They seem like uninteresting compared to the one kid who, married their dad. So I can't
I'm
follow
not-
the rest of them.
But
Who
I'm just
married
saying,
their
like,
dad?
their
Oh,
connections, as far as, like,
Farrow
being
married
from...
Woody Allen, no?
Oh, yeah, Mia Farrow was
No,
married to
I
Woody-
should have.
I was trying to figure
I
out who
should
the
have
fuck
set
that
it
was.
up better.
Yeah. No, I
It was
I
an
should have
incest
known.
joke, people.
Again, I'm on 3 hours of sleep in the past 3 days, so
Yeah.
I could not. I forgot who the fuck Mia Farrow was, man. And Ronan Farrow's like her son.
I think I got it right.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm like, dude, he was a tennis player, right? I had no fucking idea. I was just going with it.
From Czechoslovakia.
I had no fucking idea.
Tennis.
I was like, yeah,
Probably.
great.
He
yeah,
probably
we'll go
played
with it.
tennis at
Yeah,
some
yeah.
point.
I hope he's good looking. I hope Anderson Cooper fucks him. Well, why not? You know?
Okay,
Like, I had no idea. I had no
Sorry.
idea what we were talking about.
I'm just giving the...
Yeah, no, I know who Ronan Farrow
Okay,
is now.
I'm
Yeah,
giving
yeah.
the-
Right.
I'm giving the colloquial...
Also, I'm going to pretend to know what
Cutoff.
colloquial means. Fucking A.
I'm just giving the
sounds
cutoff,
important.
and let's move on to the next question.
But
We've already
first,
given
let me-
our...
let me
We've
read
already
the
given
question.
all the final
Okay.
advice, but you can read the
Let me
comments.
read the comments.
Yeah.
Christine on YouTube says, more about Dahmer. He worked as a mixer on the overnight shift. That seems like a Dahmer gig. That seems like a Dahmer gig. I'm going to scroll up in the comments and figure out what kind of chocolate that is because I want to buy his chocolate while I eat the dog. Yeah. Yeah, go ahead, man. Grab the popcorn. Yeah. No, I'm good with popcorn, but you can, dude, eat all you want. Go ahead. That's dollar store cheese corn, dude. So like, it's not going to be great. But let's see here. I already read that one. Christine on YouTube says our relation was a chemist there.
Okay, that makes sense. Yeah.
They
Chemist
still
at a
make
chocolate factory.
Ambrosia chocolate. Oh, there it is. I don't have to scroll up. Ambrosia chocolate. It used to be the chocolate in Chips Ahoy. Oh my God, dude! Dahmer was making Chips Ahoy chocolate.
Wow.
Fuck me, dude. Okay.
He's forgiven.
Not anymore though. Yeah, dude, I'm kind of down. It's sort of like how no one gives a fuck that Michael Jackson was a pedophile on like
allegedly.
a lot of yeah, exactly. They go, yeah. I don't like Harvey Weinstein's a piece of shit, but the guy that did that to kids, he's fine. He's fine. I'm still dancing to this music. Christine on YouTube says I have a sticker that says Wisconsin, home of cannibal serial killers and Happy Days. There you go. Yeah. Jerry's still
Happy
out
Days
on Henry
was
Winkler.
Happy Days was worse.
Henry Winkler seems too nice a guy. I think he's hiding fucking
I think
skeletons
also
in
like
there.
as long as you like don't take cheese away from Wisconsin's like that's that's okay.
I never thought about that before. How you eating people when you got all that cheese up there, buddy? You got the cheese curds. What the fuck?
An amazing
What
cheese.
if the cheese is made out of people?
Oh, Wisconsin.
People cheese.
Dark, dirty
shit.
secret of that state.
Oh shit!
Always knew there was something
Christine,
wrong.
Tell us the cheese
Yeah.
isn't made out of people. We're really
Still eat it.
worried.
That cheese is
Oh, I
made out of
wouldn't.
people.
Yeah, have you had cheese?
Oh,
I mean,
people.
eat it
Oh,
no matter
but you
what.
think about the rind. It's very similar to human skin.
Uh-huh.
Oh no!
Yeah. Cheese
It's
curds.
aged.
Cheese curds.
This cheese popcorn tastes like human skin.
Yeah.
It's delicious.
See, Jeffrey's cousin, Gregory Dahmer, he was like, you got the wrong idea, Jeffrey. We need to capitalize this fucking interest, you know?
Okay.
And he knew what the fuck he was doing. Christine said, hello. Amy on YouTube says, this is producer Amy. The Love Gurus podcast is all about quality of quest, not quantity. Christine, you're amazing. Yeah, fucking A. Christine says, LOL, Joel got me to visit tonight. Yeah. And Christine says, Volumaniac Solidarity. Shout out to a channel on Sirius XM, man. Look it up.
Hells yeah.
Music Talk. Christine says Ronan Farrow is her son with Sinatra. It's rumored. Yeah, he does look like Frank Sinatra. That's fucking true.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah. I know. I didn't know he was a second ago, but I do remember
Sinatra
that.
probably-
Go Mia. Go Mia.
And also,
Go Mia.
Sinatra probably fucked a lot.
Yeah, he did.
I love Wisconsin cheese because I love the taste of people.
Yeah.
Berman's OSGS says, yo, this guy got some energy. How's it going all? Good, man. Thank you, Beerman, for being
Yo,
here.
what up? Keep the energy up.
Christine says deep fried beer batter cheese curds are the best ever. No, you know what's the best
Yes.
ever, dude? No, in all seriousness, man,
My
I
heart
used
just
to.
went to
I grew up in a college town in Iowa.
That's amazing. Go on.
Dude, it's fucking.
That's such a unique experience. No one else has ever done that. Tell us more.
No, that is true though. Only 7 people ever.
Were
from
you ever
Iowa.
tempted to eat a person?
It's tempted.
It is the perfect crime. Like
If you live long enough in Iowa, you eat a
it is
There's
the
just-
it is the
There's
perfect
just
crime.
so many desperate college students. They're
right.
all just
easy
Right.
to trick.
Damn straight. They do it just to pay off some student loans. These fucking bastards. But no, it right outside of there was this little small town where they had a giant cheese factory that made stuff for craft, but then they also had like a little shopette. And they would take cheese curds that were like made that day and not even refrigerated yet and sell it to you right out of the fucking giant. These things were like the length of a football field. These fucking vats that just went back and forth. And they would have at the cash register just warm cheese curd bags, and they would squeak real loud when you ate them.
Ooh, that
You wouldn't even want to fry
get
those fucking things.
semi-aroused.
Honestly, it would
They
be
need to
ruining it.
find a way to shoot those into people's mouths.
They really do. But
Why
here's the
is
thing:
that not a thing?
once you refrigerate them,
I don't
they
ever
totally
wanna-
lose consistency.
I don't ever
Whole
want to get
different animal.
waterboarded, but I would definitely get cheese curds shot into my mouth
Dude, if
until I
Jeffrey-
couldn't breathe.
Okay, here's
to
the
be
thing:
clear.
if Jeffrey Dahmer came back to life and offered me a giant bag of the Kelowna cheese curds factory that hadn't been refrigerated yet somehow and was still good, like I would let him eat one of my arms.
I'm just
you know
saying,
what I mean?
we
Just to eat one of those right now.
T-shirt cannons. Why don't we have cheese curd cannons?
Yeah.
I mean, this seems very possible.
They should do that at Wisconsin Badger games, man. Isn't that the football team, the Badgers?
Yeah, it is.
Christine says that and custard. Custard's big. Yeah. Amy says guests, not quest. Oh yeah, I can't fucking read right now. I'm sorry. It's little writing, and I don't know what the hell I'm talking about. Bierman says, I can tell you.
La 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 la. That sounds like a Disney song.
Christina Amy says, I like the idea of Love Guru's podcast quest, though. Yeah, fucking A, man. We send the listeners on quests every week.
James is on a quest right now with these cheese.
It's Kelowna squeaky cheese. Yeah, that's what we called it growing up. Was squeaky cheese. When I was a kid, we called it squeaky cheese because it squeaks super fucking loud when you bite into it.
It's an audio drop. It's not really
it's an audio
eating.
drop.
We like to
drop.
drop in people chewing on.
It's
this is
good.
the ASMR section of the podcast.
Well, we have ASMR while we're screaming dick jokes over the ASMR. Christine on YouTube says all about the squeak and the cheese curds, but I like the deep fried kind. Yeah, you have to do that with cheese curds that's been refrigerated. I'm saying I've had higher caliber cheese curds.
You think you think that girl's sister's still dead?
Dude, she's way dead. She's so fucking dead right now. Not only is she
my
dead,
favorite through line ever.
She dropped from purgatory to hell during this podcast. You know what I mean? Like she's down there getting sodomized by demons.
Now
all kinds of
Dahmer.
stuff.
Now hold on. Now Dahmer.
Whoa, we love this podcast, but the word sodomize? Come on.
I'm sorry. Ass fucked by demons. Ass fucked by demons. That's less.
Thank you.
Wait, so Dahmer only ate men, right?
Yeah. He was a purist.
You think there was a preference? Like men taste better?
I think he's a chauvinist, frankly. I think eat everybody equally.
Eat everyone. Yeah.
He did a good job with the racial, a lot of black, a lot of Asian.
Oh yeah,
good for him.
That he was just
But a little, I would like to see
I thought he was
her too.
heavily influenced by that song by Aerosmith, "Eat the Rich."
In Wisconsin,
no. He only ate the poor.
He only ate rich.
He did the opposite of that.
He only
song.
ate rich and dick and Harry.
Okay, I'm just saying he was influenced by the song, but he himself was a stupid person. He's like, oh my god, you work at the grocery store? Eat the rich.
He tried to do that, but then he was like, it's so hard to get rich people to come back to my shitty apartment in Milwaukee.
Yeah,
and
right.
so it didn't work out for him.
It's just like so nice. This is a terrible thought. It's just so nice that he wasn't around during hustle culture. You know what I mean? It would have been so much worse if Dahmer was a hustler.
Like, oh yeah, dude! Not only would he eat people, he'd sell them Bitcoin.
He would have taken TaskRabbit down in like a second.
Dude,
one cannibal on TaskRabbit.
He would be like if they had Nathan's hot dog eating contest, but for like just people. He'd be like the Joey Chestnut every year. He's coming first.
I like the idea of him just winning the regular Nathan's thing.
Yeah.
And they're like, what's your training regimen? And he's like, I'll never tell you. And then he just disappears to Milwaukee, where it's never heard from for a year. Christine on YouTube says, Wisconsin State Fair is the place to expect crazy dairy foods. Yeah, fucking A, man. She says, Iowa State Fair has carved butter.
No,
apparently, man, I haven't been there since I was a kid. I know they do fried butter. They do fried sticks of butter.
Isn't butter unhealthy enough?
No, we got to fry it there. Tyler said squeaky cheese as opposed to squeaky mouse. Christine says, oh, wow.
Can't eat a squeaky
Wikipedia,
mouse.
Dahmer stole a mannequin from a store. Joel on YouTube says, hypothetically, Dahmer announced that he's releasing an NFT. What would it be?
That's a great question.
Okay,
it's a piece of the left arm of the mannequin.
No, but it has to be,
virtual.
Digital?
Oh, it has to be virtual.
Okay.
So it would probably be like you know what he should have done is whatever confession he did, he should have like NFT'd that.
Yeah,
right?
what a bad marketer. I mean, I have to say.
I mean, you publicists
They sold a lot of tickets, but
hang your heads in shame.
I think
all these people confessing. Why didn't they NFT that shit?
NFT, it's him with a beard, empty plate in front of him, and he's just sitting there shrugging like. And kind of lick into the side like that, like he's just kind of, and there's the plate's gone, but there's like fork marks on the plate, like there was clearly food on there, but it's him just shrugging.
Oh wow.
That's the move.
Okay, so we have definitely answered that question. I think based on time,
wasn't it about a mannequin?
Yeah.
Well past. But I think that let's do the last question.
Lightning
but we're gonna
round?
do it as a lightning round question.
Boom.
If
Lightning
possible.
round. Let's do one last lightning round question on the Love Gurus podcast. People, if you have any questions to write in, write them to loveguruspodcast@yahoo.com, or even better, listen live every single Thursday at 8:30 p.m. Eastern. We are going to take one last one from the wild animals on Reddit.
Husband cheated on me with a coworker.
Love it.
And that one's
Epic,
her to
oh.
be our third.
Whoa!
We've been together for 12 years, married for 6, and are fairly secure in our relationship. In the past 3 years, I've had this fantasy of watching him with another woman, and it has been our source of heat every time we have sex. Now, not too long ago, I was like, well, my sex drive was low, yada, yada, yada. He cheated. Yeah, I mean, this is actually a long question. It's not really, it's not really truncated for a lightning round question, but what happened was the husband the wife had a low sex drive. The husband cheated with a coworker. The wife is saying, oh, but he's still, he hopes to keep her around. Also, eventually
Nice
have
guy.
a threesome.
Hey.
He then showed me a video of them. They were intimate, kissing, holding, touching, caressing. I'm confused. I obviously always have wanted to have a threesome, but should we have it with her? Is this okay? Et cetera, et cetera. You know, so it's a very, I guess, progressive situation, for lack of a better word. So the husband, he's 30, she's 32.
No, it's not progressive at all. They're all dressed like the Handmaid's Tale. All the women involved right now. They're
What are
red
you
and
wearing?
white.
We wearing some shoes? That's great.
Oh, I just totally like old laded it out with like trainers. I don't give a shit.
Those are little shoes. Do you have little feet?
7.5. Fuck you. Okay. What size are your feet? 8.
Probably.
8. Yeah. But yeah, so it's a husband and a wife, and they have always fantasized about having a threesome. However, they haven't brought it to fruition. He has a very high sex drive. She went through a time where she didn't have a high sex drive, and he then cheated. So she forgave him for cheating, and now he's like,
Oh, hey, remember that woman that I cheated with? Let's make her our
Yeah, you can make
third.
anyone sound bad if you give them that voice.
See, whereas if you do like a super, you know,
I have no
You can make-
regrets.
you could- you
I have
could-
no regrets. I have no regrets for using that voice. That's how I hear him in
you
my
can
head.
make Martin Luther King sound bad if you just give him that voice.
I have a dream.
Yeah, see?
yeah.
Doesn't sound as good. It's not as good anymore.
One day, both of my children are in a country that
But why is it not her fault for having a low sex drive?
Yes, and
Of course, it's not her fault for.
I think it is.
And I want to do this guy with Morgan Freeman's voice. You know what I mean? Because then I think he sounds kind of cool. He's like, I want you to know that I slept with a woman that I think you'd enjoy. I videotaped her. And
Sounds like he's trying to. He's had a great experience. He wants her to take part in it.
Okay, we're not.
I tunneled through that woman like Andy Dufresne through the walls of Alcatraz.
So we're not obeying the rules of lightning round, and so the rules of lightning round are that we go around the room and we just each of us give our quick advice for this question as it has been presented. So my advice for this question is, girl, run. Okay, you are
Get a mannequin.
Your husband is
dead
your
sister.
husband cheated on you and
Yeah.
is now gaslighting you of like, I didn't. Oh yeah. Oh, I'm real sorry for fucking this woman, but now I want you to fuck her too while I watch. What are you talking about? Fuck that. I'm not. I get that you say, okay, I want to watch my husband fuck someone else. That's totally fine. But he is 100% gaslighting you. Like, fuck this guy. Like, you do you. Like, this is a terrible relationship and all of the boundaries are crossed. So definitely get out. Okay, over to you. Anyone.
Actually, before we go to anyone, I'm going to go to the comments
Oh.
because we're behind on some comments. Let's see. Christine on YouTube says it all comes back to the mannequin. She says nothing's going to stop us now.
Fair
Joel on
enough,
YouTube said, did Dahmer by any chance kill the sister from the first question?
Ah,
Joel said,
Possible.
I'm on the husband's side. Case closed.
call back.
Producer Amy on YouTube says, Why is he doing the choosing? She should do the choosing. Yeah, I mean, that's kind of fucking threesome etiquette right there. Joel said, I'm good with that too. At Amy, imagine that. Christine on YouTube said, this is like a backdoor way to justify an affair. Wants to have his side piece.
Thank you. Thank you, Christine.
He wants to have his cake and fuck some other lady.
Yes.
That's what he's doing right now.
He is gaslighting her to fuck and she's just like, oh, no, I guess it's like, anyway.
Joel on YouTube says, at Christine, I agree. Variety is the spice of life. Bierman says, yes, do it. Yeah.
Okay.
He's encouraging the threesome. I think Bierman's the husband in this question. Bierman says, you only live once. If you leave him, you are giving up on a chance, especially if you're curious.
On a man that wants to have sex with more than 2 women? I know, what a prize.
They're so rare.
What a prize.
You could be...
There's so few of them.
There's so few and far between.
You could be a modern-day Hugh Hefner's bottom bitch, you know?
There you go.
That's that's every young girl's dream.
There's very few men that want to have sex with more than one woman. By the way, follow James Pontillo. He might he might be one of them. Just saying, you might get lucky. I don't know.
It's I mean, it's really why Jimmy Stewart was such an icon in Americana. He only wanted to fuck multiple women.
That's true. But barely any.
Well, he also had OCD, so.
Okay, so again, I've
Didn't
been
he marry
very
his cousin? Wasn't it like a 14-year-old cousin of his?
Yeah, because it's like a brother and sister like marrying each other. They're like, oh my god, you're like so hot. You look exactly like me. It's so hot. It's like Tom Brady and Giselle. Shut up, get divorced already, because you guys look too similar. Your kids are not.
Yeah, that's the ultimate narcissist move. They're looking in the mirror going, I need a kid that looks a lot like me. Wait a tick, my cousin's single.
They're so similar looking. Yeah. It's always been creepy. Anyway.
Christine says, not get his sloppy second. Oh, the wife is cool with another. They should choose her together. Not get his sloppy seconds. Yeah, this is bullshit.
True.
Bierman says, how many people are you comfortable doing this with? And if she's curious, why not? Joel says it's only sloppy if she lets him go first. And I'll do James is fucking spilling cheese corn all over the floor like an autistic stepson. It's all over the fucking
this is a dumb question.
That's his wrestling name.
But also, to be fair, I am giving James a lot of shit. I am giving James a lot of shit.
Is that you guys? Is that you guys in the cartoon?
He drools and he punches. He drools.
I know. I'm giving James a lot of shit unnecessarily, and he's been so absolutely lovely as a guest.
No, I have taken the side of every man in this in this whole episode.
Oh yeah, you also did advocate for women to die. I forgot about
especially
that part.
Yeah. Especially against the non-living.
Okay, so again, so to wrap this up, to wrap this whole podcast up, which I mean, you cannot. There's no condom big enough. But that being said, I mean, Polly, like again, if you were in this situation, because the person writing the question is the wife who is, in my humble opinion, getting gaslit to get into a third with the cheater. I mean, what would you do if you were in this situation?
From whose perspective? From the woman's?
You can answer from any perspective. I'm not trying to put you in a box.
Well, no. I mean, it's bold by the dude. I mean, extremely bold. No, I don't. I mean, from the woman's perspective, it's good either way. Either she's into it or she's not. But it should be that be comfortable with either. And if that means cutting him off, then that's it.
Yeah, and that's fair enough. And then maybe that's like the refreshing thing from her perspective it is very much like yes or no.
Or spice it up and eat cheese popcorn off each other's genitals. That's the move.
This is your third?
That's what
cheese popcorn's your third?
How are you not going to like it? I mean, it's cheesy, it's salty, it's genitals. Yeah. I mean, let's do it.
Show up, just be like, let's do that threesome. And then when you come in the room, you're just eating cheese popcorn from the dollar store like James Pontillo.
Make sure you wear his cape.
All over. No, don't, dude. I got a broom. I'm just going to sweep it up in two
my little hand.
Don't do it.
No, that's what little Jake's for.
That's even more autistic than you spilling it in the first place.
That's what little Jake is for.
Wait till little Jake can crawl. Okay.
We're saving it until he's off the bottle. That's going to be his first meal.
So, James, what's what's your final advice for this question?
Look, I think that she had a low sex drive, so it's okay. That's it. It's simple.
Your Honor, my client has a statement he would like me to read verbatim.
And that's it.
I love that.
This, honestly, I think that's why. Okay, hot take. That is why they created swearing on the Bible. It's because men would say shit like that, and everyone's all like, "Yo, what? You're."
And then,
I'm sorry, you're what? And then men, again, because women were not in control of anything at that point in time, were like, oh no, we're going to make them swear on the Bible.
Yeah.
And then so women were like, okay, I guess I can like come to terms with it because I have no rights. I can't vote or anything.
Right.
And that's why men swear on the Bible. And then they would say things like, yes, Your Honor, her vagina was too loose.
legally speaking and medically speaking, bro. Medically speaking, like I had no choice. I was backed into a fucking corner,
Shut
y'all.
up. I'm not kidding. I fucking cracked the case. You can't tell me that's not true. That has to be.
Yeah, but here's the thing. They started making them hover their
because
hands
you
just
guys
above
fucking said shit that was so crazy. And then it's like, oh, well.
Yeah, what you're saying is true, but you know what happened 2 years after that happened? Is they started making men hover their hands just above the Bible because they're like, holy fuck, is there cheese corn dust on this Bible? Who the fuck does that?
You're fingering my asshole with cheese corn dust?
He used what for lubrication, Your Honor? Can you state that to the jury? Tell them what this man used.
That's great.
I don't know.
What an episode, man.
Yeah.
That was so much. That was one of our best episodes.
It really was. It really
All right.
was.
Jake, final advice
All right, my
or
final advice,
questions or
and
comments?
Yeah, before my final advice, I'm going to read the comments. How many people are you comfortable with doing it with? And if she's curious, then
2.
why not? Yeah. I mean, less than 2, I suppose.
Pro amputee. That's what I
Less
heard.
than 2.
That's what I heard.
1.5.
Pro
if
aggressive.
I'm going to go with 0.5. I like when my wife's a little sleepy.
I thought you meant that she was like a paraplegic.
That's what I was going with.
Jesus Christ.
I like how the brand of the cheese corn is called Brims, which is the part of my mouth that I kept hitting.
Oh yeah. It's well, that's the thing. Is used cheese corn. What they did is they took other spilled cheese corn from autistic kids who dropped it on the ground, and then they pushed. That's why it's such a big bag that cost $1.
You just
Was it $8?
That was $1, man.
Wow,
Fucking dollar store,
that's
bro.
a steal.
Oh
Right? Yeah.
no, but it's actually like
It's the
because
one,
they were gonna take that.
It's
Fuck,
the one
it's
They were
still
gonna
more
take
now.
that
What's
to
wrong by
the.
me?
Dollar
They were
Tree.
gonna take
We got
that to
from Dollar
the.
Tree.
Yeah, they were gonna take that to the special
$1,
needs
bro.
kids tomorrow. So
Yeah,
you've like
yeah.
taken their cheese corn away from them.
They were gonna take it out back and shoot. They just keep shooting the bag.
Just stop fucking the cheese corn. Come on.
Yeah.
That's how we brought it
That
down
that would be a
They're
funny
super
question on
bad.
Reddit. Like, my wife can't stop having sex with cheese corn.
Be careful what you wish for, boys. I wanted a sexually adventurous woman and a woman that dug cheese corn. What the fuck? Amy
Okay.
on YouTube says, baby, I want you to think about what you're making me doing to our relationship. Yeah, I mean, it's
Wait, is
totally,
she talking to the baby?
She's... No, I think she's, but I'm reading it in the dumb guy voice.
I
You
think
know,
she's-
it's
I
totally
think-
her.
Can you read it in the deaf voice?
Yeah.
That's what we want.
Baby, I want you.
Baby, I want you to think about what you're making the doing of relationship.
You made Amy sound dumber because you missed words. I'll do it. Baby, I want you to think about what you're making me doing to our relationship.
I don't know. You say it
I'm
like
going to
a
hell.
rapper, Paulie. Shut up.
Yeah,
Yeah,
dude.
I'd be the first
If
deaf
only
rapper.
you had more face
All right.
tattoos, you'd
You're
be blowing up on
first- there's
SoundCloud
lots of
right
deaf
now.
rappers.
With
Are
that
there
mumble
deaf
rap.
rappers? I'm sorry.
That's the greatest mumble rap in the history of fucking SoundCloud.
You mean deaf DEF, right? Okay.
You're gonna, yeah.
Deaf
I don't know.
rapper.
We're gonna. I think I'm gonna get canceled for my deaf rapper
Jam.
voice.
Joel on YouTube says, great show, y'all. Thank you for bringing Baby Jake on. Today is 12 days sober, so I'm going
Well
to celebrate.
done!
Going to congrats,
12
man.
days sober?
Going to
Con-
bed with my Dahmer mannequin. Yeah, dude. One
Congrats.
vice for another. That's right. That's right.
right.
Amy says, congratulations, Joel. Bierman says, Karen. Christine says, woohoo, Joel. And a body pillow might be a better choice. Christine says, I am curious as to what's behind the Hobbit doors behind y'all. I don't like to talk about that. Let's just say it's a certain kind of food that ain't fucking chocolate.
It ain't cheese curds, yo.
Bierman says, really nice to see the spectrum represented. Christine said,
full rainbow.
Did Amy give you a champagne bottle? Kudos for being sober. Joel says, I only drank beer, so it's cool. Christine says, nothing's going to stop you, Joel. And Amy says, you're all canceled.
Yeah, probably.
It's about time.
Amazing. Well, I think we answered that question. I think we answered all our questions.
Yes.
Real good. We also, again, got to meet baby Jake, who was
We love
super
him.
cute.
He's great.
Obviously, the highlight of the podcast. And again, thank you to all of our listeners
Thank you to all
for
the listeners.
joining. We really appreciate it. We really appreciate all the comments. Definitely come back, and we're gonna hang next Thursday.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
We'll see you next
Like and follow,
Thursday.
share.
Thank you to our awesome guests. Thank you to James Pontillo. Thank you to Paul Dagliolo. And thank you most of all to the listeners, especially the ones that showed up live in the chat. Thank you to Joel. Thank you to Tyler, to Christine, to Bierman, to producer Amy. She's still producing the show from back there.
Follow me on
she's
Venmo.
crushing it. Yes, follow James Pontillo on Venmo.
And OnlyFans.
Buy him cheese popcorn to spill all over himself.
The man loves cheese popcorn. I can't explain it.
He loves it more than autistic women love mannequins. Oh my God, does he love that popcorn? Until next week, you guys have been awesome. Later. And let me stop streaming real quick.